What I don't like, and I'm glad that 50 Cent erased all of his T.I. posts. I'm glad he did all that. That's number one. I had a problem, with my brother going and putting the wife in there. Don't put the wife and the kids in the in the beef. Let it be stay. It always stayed between the two rappers. They either got on a record and rapped and battled it out, or they even met and battled it out, or they made diss songs and they did that, and then it all worked itself out. I don't like when you bring the wife in, the kids in, and all that. Leave that shit alone. That's off the thing, and you just don't do that. I have a problem with that, but I'm loving it. I mean, T.I. coming with these songs, and I'm happy that I'm just happy T.I. doing more songs, because that is one of my top 5 rappers.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo, D4F Fabo. Ow! Hey, man, I need everybody right now to stop what they doing. Ow! And go to Forgotten Kings TV on YouTube. You know what's happening then.
Controversy involved with 50. And T.I., of course, Uncle Luke, he said he wasn't a fan of 50 bringing up the wife and kids. For those who missed what Uncle Luke had to say, again, y'all check out his YouTube channel. I'll make sure to leave the link in the description. But, a lot of people are just not feeling the fact that 50 took it there. We could have just left it between him and T.I., but the moment he put a picture of Tiny up there,
it get different.
Come on. But the fans that normally defend him and his antics, even they was like, yo, come on, Fifth. What we doing here? You know what I mean? Then you went in on King. But let's check out this clip from Luke and hear what he had to say about the controversy involving T.I. and 50 Cent. Let's check this out.
Let's get it.
I don't like, and I'm glad that 50 Cent erased all of his T.I. posts. I'm glad he did all that. That's number one. I had a problem, with my brother going and putting the wife in there. Don't put the wife and the kids in the beef. Let it be stay. It always stayed between the two rappers. They either got on a record and rapped and battled it out, or they even met and battled it out, or they made diss songs and they did that, and then it all worked itself out. I don't like when you bring the wife in, the kids in, and all that. Leave that shit alone. That's off the thing, and you just don't do that. I have a problem with that, but I'm loving it. I mean, T.I. coming with these songs, and I'm happy that I'm just happy T.I. doing more songs, because that is one of my top 5 rappers. What I don't like, and I'm glad that 50 Cent erased all of his T.I. posts. I'm glad he did all that. That's
you.
Yes, sir.
Well, as you can see, that didn't last long, right? You see how quick 50 can post and delete. You know what I mean? He'll have some posts up for a minute. He'll take it down, and then he'll post it again. That's what he did with Tiny. He didn't just post it one time. He posted it twice. You get what I mean? And for those, saying that T.I. is dragging the situation or the family's dragging it out, I mean, come on. How many times, before somebody, takes heed to the message? Leave my wife out of it. This is basically what T.I. is saying. Every time you take it to the internet, I'm going to drop another record and another record.
And
the man said this shit for Vivica Fox, man. I damn near passed out when I heard him say that. It's for Tierra Marie. Yeah, I think he said Ja Rule at one moment. It's for Ja Rule. I said, yo. Anybody that's ever had a problem with Fifth, right now they feeling these T.I. records, man.
Oh man, shit looking crazy out here, man. But I'm curious about where's Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder in this situation. You feel me? Because they G Unit. Right. This is the perfect time for them to, protect home front. And hold down you know, they boss or however you want to spin it, the general, 50 the general.
Big homie, yeah.
Yeah, they big homie or whatever. And then they got a podcast. So this would have been perfect for a campaign.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this kind of just, you know, evolved on its own so quickly. You know, it started with a conversation on a podcast. Of course, 50 pulled out receipts of T.I., you know, the same jokes that everybody said about T.I. being on the Crime Stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, the same old, you know, but when it comes to disrespecting the family, like I said, that wasn't a good look.
Nah.
Right? Because now it gets personal. Now, even with T.I., the first thing he did was sat down with the family at the table. Everybody.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
Come on.
With his moms, his wife, his kids, you know, while he, you know, dropping his verse on that was one of the diss records, right? That was one of them, right?
That was the first one. Yeah.
Wow, that was real dope. And the moms was vibing too. I don't know if you peeped it. Mom Duke was vibing. You know what I mean? And him and Tiny, you know what I'm saying? They toasted up. You feel me? Like doing.
She ain't said one word. That's the funny thing about all.
No,
of
she
this.
did. A lot of people didn't catch it. It's on her gram. Yeah.
Dang.
She addressed it. You know what I mean? You go to a gram. I don't know if it's still up, but she addressed it. Yeah, she did.
Dang. Well,
everybody, the whole family still on business.
Yeah, as you can see, man, you know, Yayo and Uncle Murder clearly was told to stand down. You know what I mean? Maybe they caught up in creating content. Who knows? But, you know, this is a lose-lose battle simply because, again, once you mention Tiny, come on.
Yeah.
It's a bad look for you because as men, you know, you're supposed to leave it between y'all. But the way that some of the fans try to spin it as if 50 was justified in doing that is why, you know, people kind of look at Fifth differently because of the situation. You know, finally, for once, out of all of the years of trolling and memeing people, this one kind of backfired because, you know, again, how do you bounce back from this? You know, even when he doubled down on the post, it's like, yo, now people feel like T.I. and his family is justified in dragging the situation for as long as they can. You know what I'm saying? As long as they feel. Salute world, I need y'all to do me a favor right now and check out the homie Hotep's latest single, Love for Fashion. All right, available on all streaming platforms. I'm about to bless y'all with a teaser from the video. If you like what you hear, make sure to hit the link in the description. Head on over to his YouTube channel, subscribe, like the video, and make sure to tell him Rip sent you. All right? All right, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, but real quick. Rick going sneakers with the real shirt. Oversized slacks, so the jean shorts. I don't know. Matter of fact, I'm Marys go right with the fit. Got a clear pepper, these Cartier frames got tints.
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all. Peace.